is a Transportation TV News update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting. AAA projects the number of Americans traveling this 4th of July holiday weekend will increase 17.1% from 2009 to about 35 million travelers. That's how many people the Motor Club estimates will travel at least 50 miles away from home by vehicle. Last year, just under 30 million Americans traveled during the same period. Meanwhile, AAA expects the national average price of self-service regular gasoline to range from $2.70 to $2.80 per gallon during the 4th of July holiday. That's down dramatically from the $4 a gallon price motorists were paying at the pump in the summer of 2008. In other news, it's driver be good this holiday season. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 7 northern states along a 1,500-mile stretch of Interstate 94 will take part in a 4th of July crackdown on impaired driving. State Highway Patrol units in Montana, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and North Dakota are taking part in the holiday enforcement campaign. In Kentucky, law enforcement officials are calling it blue lights across the bluegrass. Law enforcement officers from more than 200 agencies across the state will be on the lookout for distracted, aggressive, or impaired driving, speeding, and anyone not wearing a seatbelt. And some new state laws hit the books this week. Starting July 1st, motorists in Georgia and Kentucky can now face fines for using their cell phones to talk or text while driving. Wyoming's new law allows drivers to talk on their cell phones, but anyone stopped for reading a text message while driving will be fined $75. Transportation TV will be right back after this important message.
According to AAA, between 4,000 and 8,000 crashes related to distracted driving occur every day in the United States. One of the main reasons is texting while driving. That's why nearly 30 states and D.C. now ban text messaging by all drivers. Many teens, like me, don't know how dangerous texting while driving is. Don't let this happen to you. One text could be the difference between life and death.
In other news this week, Amtrak President Joseph Boardman attended a Meet the Managers event at Union Station in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. He and Maryland Transit Administration officials apologized for, quote, the uncomfortable conditions endured by nearly 200 passengers stranded on a marked pin line train Monday evening near the nation's capital. The locomotive pulling the train lost power, which resulted in a loss of air conditioning inside the passenger cars.
What we looked at was our procedures, and we certainly I talked to the entire crew and thought about what we needed to do to make a real improvement for the future. And it really is to put the customer first. So many times in what we do, we think about stuff, we think about equipment, and we don't think necessarily about the passengers. Is it a blame? Well, yes, but it's also a need for accountability for us to do the job correctly.
Passengers remained on the disabled train for an extended period, while Amtrak, which operates the MARC train system for the Maryland Transit Administration, attempted to fix the problem. Boardman said Amtrak police will carry water in their vehicles to give to passengers during delays in high heat. And from now on, Boardman says, Amtrak managers will be dispatched immediately to disabled MARC trains to make certain that the needs of passengers are met. That's the Transportation TV News update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting.